Okay. All right, I am live on Facebook. Let me type in my good morning here. And then let me hang out over here on Instagram and type in good morning as well. All right, there you go. Good morning, Cheryl. How are you? On Instagram, who do we have on Facebook? Type in good morning. I have Miss Janice Taylor hanging out on Facebook. Good morning. Type in good morning as you come on. Stephanie Davis is on. Good morning. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Miss Cheryl is hanging out over here on Instagram as well as Ruth. I have Carolyn just joined on Facebook. Still setting up over here. All right. Good morning, ladies. Good to see you. Still getting myself situated. Got a good night's sleep last night. And Paula is on this morning as well. Good morning. Ladies, good to see you. Good to be seen. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me. Glow is on this morning. Glow Ann, good morning. Good morning. Again, Cheryl and Ruth is hanging out on Instagram. Judy's on. So I have Stephanie Nichols joined us as well. Good to see you ladies this morning. Good to be seen. I got a good night's sleep last night. And what's interesting, the coffee even tastes better this morning. So when you get a good night's sleep, and it's rare that I get a good night's sleep, but last night I slept so well. I guess too because I had such a long week. I had a lot going on last week, and I was up early, had a full day yesterday, and so I did sleep last night. So it is good to be up this morning. Good to be seen. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. And just remember as you come on, type in good morning so that I will know that you're there and can give you a shout out. It rained all day yesterday in Chicago, and those rainy days are good sometimes because I had to work yesterday and I didn't even mind working because it was raining. The only problem is I worked longer than I had anticipated. I looked up, it was 5 o'clock. I was like, oh no, it's Saturday. So I shut these computers down and that was it. And today I think I'm just going to relax a little bit. It's cloudy here this morning. The sun's going to come out this afternoon, so that'll be good. But type in good morning, ladies. Let me know that you're there. Over here on Facebook, I have Janice and Stephanie Davis, Carolyn, Paula, Glow Ann, Stephanie Nichols, Dr. Emma just joined, and Judy. And hanging out on Instagram, I have, what do I have over here? I have Cheryl, I am Simone, and Ruth. So I have three folks hanging out here on Good Grand Rising. Good morning on Instagram, and I have you ladies hanging out here with me on Facebook. So you know I am grateful that you get up and join me on Sunday mornings. Thank you so much. It is June 2nd. Yes, we are moving right along. I can't believe it. But yes, it is June 2nd, so I hope everyone's up and doing well this morning. Last week we talked about embracing faith. And this week I thought I'd talk about leaving the comfort zone, embracing the divine journey. Leaving the comfort zone. And ladies, remember as you come on, type in good morning so that I will know that you're there and can call out your name because I so appreciate you. But again, today I want to talk about leaving the comfort zone, embracing the divine journey. But I was just hanging out a few more minutes before I got started. So now I'm going to go ahead and get started so that I don't keep you too long. So we all crave safety and comfort, right? We like the places or stand in that place where we are familiar in that space. But sometimes life's greatest opportunities and growth lie just beyond the boundaries of what we know and feel comfortable with. And things sometimes happen for a reason. Sometimes we need that push to leave our comfort places and embark on a journey that leads to something greater. And life's unexpected events can often be the catalyst for our most profound transformations. Sometimes circumstances beyond our control will force us out of our comfort zones. And these moments can be challenging, but often they are divine detours leading us to a higher purpose. And if we resist these changes, we may miss out on the divine journey designed for us. So think for a minute, take a minute, and think about a time when you had to go beyond your comfort zone and how you felt. And if you look back now and you realize if certain things hadn't happened, you would have missed out on some opportunities, right? You can go back and say, well, if this didn't happen, this wouldn't have happened, this wouldn't have happened, this wouldn't have happened, and where would I be now? And that's why I want to talk about leaving the comfort zone, because some of us are in that comfort zone right now, and we already know we need to take that next move, right? And we're just waiting for that little push. And maybe this conversation this morning is that little push. Remember, as you come on, type in good morning. Let me know that you're there. I just typed in good morning again on Facebook because sometimes people will come on and it won't show. So, what happens when you're forced to leave the comfort zone? It can be unsettling when we're forced out of our comfort zones. We know that, right? However, these moments of discomfort are often the stepping stones to our destiny. So we have to let go and trust. So you have to stop trying. You must stop trying to make everything work out your way. And trust that these divine tours are leading you exactly where you need to be. What happens when you're forced to leave your comfort zone? Let go and trust. And when you're forced to leave, think of it as growth and transformation. Because being forced out of your comfort zone compels you to adapt, grow, and evolve. It brings out strengths and abilities you never knew you had. And I was thinking of my own journey. I would have never left Allstate at the time that I did had I not had all these complications with the breast surgeries, because Allstate was my comfort zone. So as I was putting this outline together, I was thinking about my own journey and comfort zone. And even when you first leave home, now I won't lie, when I first left home, I was ready to leave home. But sometimes parents have to force their children to leave home, right? Or even when you first leave home and go to school, it's kind of scary because you're used to being in the comfort of that home. But what happens when we stay in the place of comfort, especially when you know you need to be making a move? Remaining in our comfort zones can feel safe, but it often leads to stagnation and missed opportunities. And you remain status quo. Staying in our comfort zones means maintaining the status quo, which can prevent you from experiencing growth, new possibilities, and prevent you from achieving your full potential. Think about it. What happens when you stay in that place of comfort? In some cases, you're listening to doubts. Comfort zones can become cages that hold us back, causing us to listen to our doubts and fears instead of moving forth with faith and courage. We miss out on the chance to grow and experience new things. This morning, we're talking about leaving the comfort zone, embracing the divine journey. Things sometimes happen for a reason. What happens when you're forced to leave the place of comfort? You let go and trust, growth and transformation. What happens when you stay in the place of comfort? Status quo. Then you start listening to doubts. So why should you leave the place of comfort? Stepping out of your comfort zone, you already know this, right? It's essential for growth, self-discovery, and fulfilling your true potential. Why should you leave the place of comfort? To attract more, to bring new opportunities and experiences into your life. You must be willing to go beyond what is familiar. Your current thoughts and circumstances to attract something different or more significant. This means challenging your thoughts, taking risk, and opening yourself up to the unknown. Why should you leave the place of comfort? Divine transportation. Because think of it this way, challenges, I'm not going to call them storms and troubles, but challenges can often be the vehicle that you need to move you toward your purpose. And what may seem like a setback can be the very thing that propels you, guiding you where you need to be, perhaps into a position to make a difference in your life and the life of others. Purpose and destiny. The challenges you face are not there to defeat you, but to push you into your destiny. So you have to embrace them, and you must embrace them as part of your divine journey. Now, when I wrote this, I wasn't thinking about my story, but when I read it back, why should you leave the place of comfort? This hit home for me. Allstate was my place of comfort. And because of my challenges, my opportunities to grow, I left. But it was unsettling. But when I think about it, this challenge, all the challenges that I had with the reconstructive surgeries, was what propelled me forward. As a result of that journey is when I started to think about, what is my life purpose? Had I not gone through those challenges, had I not left that place of comfort, I would not be here in front of you today. So sometimes staying in that place of comfort, we will miss out on our divine destiny, because I truly believe what I'm doing now is my purpose. Now, it took a while for me to realize that it was time for me to leave because life has a way of repeating the lesson. It may not show up the same way every time, but I kept having setbacks and setbacks and setbacks, and each time I started to think of my life differently. Each setback was slowly pushing me to the door, but I didn't realize it at the time. But I can look back now as I reflect, and now I get it. It was slowly pushing me to the door. So think of a time in your life when you left your comfort zone, how unsettling it was. And then you look back now and you say, but that had to happen. Because as Pastor Troy can say, had that not happened, right, then you wouldn't be where you are today. So think about it. Is it time now? Are you at a point? Is it time now for you to leave the comfort zone? so you can continue on your divine journey. So, what happens when you embrace the divine journey? Every challenge and detour you face has the potential to lead you to something greater. By embracing these moments, you allow yourself to grow, evolve, and move closer to your destiny. Growth through challenges. Think about it. The challenges in your life are not there to defeat you, but to push you into your destiny. And remember, I said life has a way of repeating the lesson until we get it. So embrace these moments as opportunities for growth and transformation. Acknowledge the push. Recognize when life is pushing you out of your comfort zone, and instead of resisting, see it as a sign that greater things are ahead. Remember, I kept having setbacks, but life kept pushing me. That was life pushing me out of that comfort zone, out of that comfort job, out of that comfort place, because it was time for me to leave. At the time, I didn't know it though, but I knew something was happening in my life. It was like there was a lesson. It was like this gnat flying around. I kept saying, God's trying to tell me something, but I was slowly being pushed. So embrace uncertainty. Understand that uncertainty is part of the journey. Trust that you are being guided towards your higher purpose. I didn't realize it at the time, but as I look back now, and I know as you are listening to me this morning, you are thinking of times or a time when you were pushed out of your comfort zone and you didn't understand it at the time, but you can look back now and say, ooh, I get it. Because that had to happen in order for you to grow and continue to evolve. But stay positive, maintain a positive attitude, focus on the growth and opportunities that come with stepping out of your comfort zone. And here's the thing, don't wait for everything to be perfect, because you know we will go down that road of as soon as this happened, as soon as this happened, as soon as this happened, and we start using it, or we start coming up with excuses because of our own doubts and fear. So don't wait for everything to be perfect. Take the first step towards your new journey, no matter how small. And if you're listening to me this morning and you're thinking, and you know, because some of you already know that you need to take that next step, whatever it is, just take one small step. It doesn't have to be huge. Just take one small step beyond your comfort zone. And by stepping out of your comfort zone, you open yourself up to the divine journey that is uniquely yours. And this is the journey filled with opportunities to make a difference, achieve whatever it is you want, and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Now, you may feel that you're already there. You're living your purpose. But there's always that next level of growth and opportunity to evolve. Because in my mind, life is a journey of continuous growth. Every day, I'm thinking, what can I learn today? How can I make a difference today? And choose faith over fear. We talked about faith last week. Trust that each step you take will lead you closer to your destiny. So think about it. Are you at a point where you're living a life of status quo, but you want more? Think about it. So leaving your comfort zone, it can be intimidating, it can be unsettling, But it is often the way to discover the divine adventures that's just waiting for you, right? So take a moment and reflect on your life and consider the areas where you might be clinging to the comfort out of fear or uncertainty. And then challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the journey. And keep in mind that every challenge is an opportunity to push you into your destiny. And trust the process. We talked about that last week. Embrace the journey and have faith that every detour and challenge is moving you closer to your purpose. And like I said, some of you may be thinking already, well, I'm living my purpose. That's how I feel. Well, I'm living my purpose, but I'm still growing. There is so much, even this year alone, that I've learned. And even putting this message together, I had this aha moment. Why should you leave the place of comfort? Attracting more divine transportation, push purpose and destiny. And I thought about my own journey. Had I not left that safety, that job, had I not embraced the challenges to keep going, to keep learning and growing, I wouldn't be where I am. Remember, I had the fear. Couldn't even say that I'm the voice that inspires others to embrace life, but I can say it now. I've evolved because I embraced it. I didn't run from it. Well, I did initially. I was afraid to say it. You know that. But life kept pushing me and pushing me. And I was open and receptive to learn because I kept asking the question, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? So think about what areas of your life, if any, because some of you may be saying, well, this really doesn't apply to me. But what areas of your life, if any, are you holding back because of comfort? And then if you think, well, maybe this doesn't apply to me, then I'll ask the question, are you still growing and evolving? And then how can you step out of your comfort zone today? How can you embrace the uncertainty and trust that life is guiding you to something greater? And think of one small step that you can take today to move you beyond that comfort zone. Some of you want something different. Peace, healthier lifestyle, fulfillment. But you're thinking about, or you're fighting to stay in that comfort zone, even though you feel that's not where you want to stay. You're spending more energy fighting to stay in that comfort zone than you are to take one small step to move beyond it. And when I say you're fighting it and using the energy because you already know you have that nagging feeling, that gnawing in your belly that there's more and you should be doing more. And every day you're fighting that feeling. But just think, if you took one small step, you can minimize that feeling. And if any of you can relate to what I just said, please give me a thumbs up. Give me something. Let me know that I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. Give me a wave. Give me a yes. Give me some type of reaction. So embrace the journey, trust the process, and let go of the need for comfort. And think of it this way. Thank you, Tiara, over here on Instagram for giving me a thumbs up. Stephanie Nichols, I appreciate it. You ladies, if anybody can relate, Stephanie Davis, to what I'm saying, give me a thumbs up. Glow in. Thank you. And just think of it, Dr. Cornelius. I appreciate it. Ruth, thank you. Ruth said, and fire. I appreciate it. Judy, thank you. Cheryl said, I know how you feel. But think of it this way, your greatest adventure lies beyond your comfort zone. Think of it that way. And remember that challenge and detours, they're not here to defeat you. They cannot. They're here to push you forward so you can continue to grow and evolve. Carolyn, I got 2 thumbs up for you. Thank you. So embrace the journey. But I read this yesterday morning, and I'll share it with you. It says, when God asks you to let go of something, it's only so that you have your hands free to receive the new. I'll repeat that. When God asks you to let go of something, it's only so that you have your hands free to receive the new. So think of it this way. If you feel that you need to go beyond the comfort zone, it's only because something greater out there is waiting for you. Dr. Etwin gave me a thumbs up. Megan gave me a thumbs up. Thank you. So leaving the comfort zone, embracing the divine journey, things happen for a reason. And know when you're forced to leave the place of comfort, just let go and trust. And when you stay in your comfort zone, status quo, and then you start listening to doubt, and you end up in the cycle. Why should you leave your comfort zone? To attract more divine transportation. The challenges you face are not there to defeat you, but to push you into your destiny. And if someone had told me that when I was going through all the challenges with the reconstructive surgeries, I wouldn't have understood it then. But as I look back on my life now, I definitely understand what was going on and why. Life was pushing me out of that comfort zone, out of the door of that company. And then it gave me some time to just step away from it all when I became a professional volunteer for 5 years. And then life came back and pushed me some more and said, okay, now it's time for you to get on. Let's discover your purpose. Then I started praying and crying, God, what's my purpose? Then he showed me my purpose, and then that was the fear. Who do you think you are? The doubt. But he kept pushing me and pushing me. And then I ended up here. Megan was part of that journey. She was part of the push. She said he would go live on Facebook. I'm like, no, doubt and fear. I was afraid, unsettling. Showed up. One day, maybe one person, probably Megan and maybe 1 or 2 people was probably the only one on. And now here I am, Sunday mornings, faithfully. And you are here with me faithfully, stepping into my destiny. Now life is pushing me some more. There's some other things I have on the plate. And every time I try to put him down, the little voice said, no, you're not done yet. So I keep going and keep going. But now I look at things differently because I have experiences. I've grown tremendously. I don't look at them as challenges so much, but I know that things are happening for a reason. And one of the things I always tell myself, elevation's on the other side. So regardless of what I'm going through, I know there are lessons to be learned. And I think of it truly as God pouring into me so I can pour into others. That's kind of how I look at my challenges now. God, I know you're pouring into me. I know there are lessons for me to learn. And you're pouring into me because I feel my purpose is to pour into others. So I'll give you the quote again. When God asks you to let go of something, it's only so that you have your hands free to receive the new. So if you know that you need to go beyond that comfort zone and you already know, right? It's only because there's something more waiting for you. Janice gave me a thumbs up. Ubang gave me a thumbs up. Good morning, Ubang. So let's see if I have any comments. That's it. Is it time for you to move forward? I'm going to start over here on Instagram to see if I have comments. Let's see. Ruth said, my daily mantra is woman, thou art loose. As a reminder that most limits are self-imposed, we tell ourselves no out of fear, out of leaving our comfort zone, and becoming as great as we imagine. Tiara, good morning. That's true. I was just thinking about my journey. She said when she left her doctor's appointment, and I got some thumbs up. Cheryl agreed she knows how I feel. See if any comments over here on Facebook. No, I think we got everything, but you know if this message was for you. I know it was for me this morning. It kind of reinforced for me that, yeah, continue to move forward, continue to grow, and be grateful that that I'm still growing. I am grateful that I'm still growing and not living the status quo, because I know how unsettling that is to want more and to know there's more and to be afraid or sometimes don't know how. In my case, I didn't know how. I had to learn how to move forward. Because again, we think we have to take these major steps to go from 0 to 100. And all you have to do is just take one small step. So if you know today that you need to take a step to go beyond the comfort zone, just write it down. I'm ready to go beyond my comfort zone. That's a step. I am ready to go beyond my comfort zone, number one. Then number two, write down what small action can I take today? That's it. Just acknowledging you're ready and acknowledging or asking your mind, what small step can I take today? Remember, you have all the answers. Doesn't mean you don't need help though, but you have the answers. So spend some time thinking about it. But that's it. I hope you found that message helpful this morning. I hope someone heard something that resonated with them, and to help them realize that even when we're going through challenges, it's all about perspective. It's an opportunity to grow and evolve. And if you embrace it from that perspective, you can keep it a positive spin on it. And that will keep you encouraged and inspired, versus when you start thinking negatively about it. It can weigh you down, and it can cause you to fight, and it can stress you out. But when you know, I'm going through something now, it's challenging, but I'm growing, it's stretching me, elevation's on the other side, bring it on, that's a whole different perspective. Then you embrace life. Because then you wake up every morning and you go, something's going on here today, but I'm learning something, so I'm in it. Versus, oh, woe is me, I want to stay in this bed because life is hard. No, one-time opportunity. I'm rambling. So with that being said, whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a great day. Love and blessings to you and your family. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me this morning. I truly appreciate you. Happy June 2nd. I will see you back here next week. Take care. Bye.